From the Kolkata studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. With a vaccine for all adults, India has taken a big leap in the fight against COVID. But as we battle rising number of infections, do we in the short, immediate and medium term take more radical measures to immediately bring the situation under control? We here at the Republic Media Network support very strong radical measures to the point where some of the measures we are suggesting are being seen to be excessive by many of you, but believe me, viewers, this is all that's required. Extraordinary measures for extraordinary times. Should we bring more ammo in this war against the virus? Let's debate.
दिल्ली में कुछ दिन के लिए लॉकडाउन लगाना ज़रूरी है, तो आज रात को 10 बजे से अगले सोमवार को सुबह 5 बजे तक 6 दिन के लिए दिल्ली में लॉकडाउन लगाया जा रहा है।
The Delhi mini lockdown has kicked in, but not before rampant violations.
We'll try to show you as to how now people are standing in this long queue. That's the one part of this queue. You can see that they have now lined up here because they feel that for the next 1 week they are not going to get it, and that's why they have come here. You can see that they are not even maintaining social distance and standing in this long queue.
A few kilometers from Delhi, despite appeals for calm, there was a rush to return home.
You can clearly see that situation. This is horrible condition at Kaushambi bus stand, where the migrants and other who are not the citizen of Delhi, or rather Delhi wages labourer, or rather is from outside, is now continuously moving towards the railway station, towards the bus stand.
There are COVID villains who just don't get the message. And then there are these people.
क्या कर लोगे? किसने रोकी मेरी गाड़ी? क्या कर लोगे? किसने रोकी मेरी गाड़ी? आराम से तुम चला नहीं रोक मेरे से। तुम सुबह से शाम तक लेडी पुलिस कहाँ है? सुनो सुबह से शाम तक सारे के सारे रोक लो मुझे। जल्दी बुलाओ कौन भी बात कराएगी? और तुम गाड़ी को हाथ आगे दिखा दो, चाबी को चलो, चलिए लगाइए चाबी को हाथ लगा। सर चालान आए बड़े चालान। अरे पुलिस वाले फीसता है, शर्म कम बंद नॉर्मल पब्लिक से सुन ले जाओ मैडम, चालान भी करेंगे, एफआईआर भी करेंगे।
COVIDiots who do more harm and act as a deterrent in the battle against COVID. Tonight, these numbers should be a wake-up call as India faces a grim situation in the second wave. 2.73 lakh daily cases. 79% surge from 10 states. 1.19% mortality rate. Upward trajectory in 20 states. 5 states accounting for 63.18% cases. 85.11% deaths from 10 states. And 12.81% is the national positivity rate. So how does India deal with these numbers? The vaccine drive has been expanded. The Oxygen Express is chugging. As the Prime Minister met top doctors and top pharmaceutical sector experts, the focus shifts to what India can do next.
During this meeting, there were a couple of points which I put across to our Honorable
Prime Minister. So one of the things is we need to strengthen our telemedicine capabilities, which we have very good capabilities already. And unfortunately, with so much of focus on COVID, these non-COVID conditions do not get adequate focus. And therefore, I feel that some hospitals at least should be focusing on non-COVID care.
Parties are curbing campaigns as we enter the COVID war mode again. Is India on the right track? Let's debate.
Lost the audio link at this point of time, so there's going to be a big delay between what I'm saying and because I've just had a little bit of a technical issue, viewers. Anyway, let me introduce those I think are on right now. Ishkaran Bhandari, Mr. Muralidharan. We have with us Dr. Sanjeev Bagai, RP Singh of the BJP, Sunil Singh of the JDU, Monojit Mandal of the Trinamool Congress, Abdul Razak Khan, Manasvi Thapar and Vijay Krishna. And viewers, please forgive me because I am having a little bit of an audio issue out here. So I don't have the audio line with them, so if the directors can be so kind to fix it because I can't hear a thing as of this moment. So can you open the audio line through the talkback, please? Thank you. Can you do that, please? Yes. So while it's getting fixed, let me open up the debate anyway. My first question is, have we done enough? Have we done enough? And RP Singh, my question is to you. The Prime Minister has urged doctors to connect with their colleagues working in Tier 2, Tier 3 cities, give them online consultations to ensure that all protocols are followed. But have we still done enough? Have we been tough enough? Has the Aam Aadmi done enough? We've talked about what the government needs to do. Now what I'm asking about is whether the common people have done enough. In that news report, we saw a picture of a long line. You know, that long line was in front of a liquor shop. So while we expect politicians to do everything possible for us, have we done enough? RP Singh, you want to take that first and then I'll throw it open.
Arnab,
can I have the audio line open, please, on the talkback? Thank you so much.
Arnab, 12 crore people have been vaccinated till date, which is highest and the speediest and the most fastest vaccination being done in the country, in the world, sorry. We have done almost in 85 days, which is far ahead than China, America, other countries also. One part. Otherwise, now we have opened up vaccine. The Prime Minister has taken a call. The vaccine has been opened up for 18 years and above from 1st of May. We have allowed all other vaccines which are available to the world, to the country also now. And probably by 1st of May, there are a lot of other vaccination other than the two vaccination which are Indian-made vaccination. There has been no shortage of vaccination, although a lot of noise was being created about shortage of vaccination. There is no shortage of vaccination. There is no shortage of medicine. A lot of false noise or falsehood has been spread about the shortage of the medicine. There is no shortage of oxygen, I'm saying on record. There is no shortage of oxygen. Piyush Goyal has personally intervened and ensured that every state get oxygen. And there is no shortage of testing. There is no shortage of PPE kits. There is no shortage of N95 masks. So we have traveled long, where a year back we didn't have any infrastructure. We have no shortage of hospitals, although state government are supposed to jack up their hospitals, which they are lacking behind. But even then, center is providing for whatever is required at whatever state. For example, in Delhi, in 5 days, DITO has built up a facility for 1,000 beds with 250 ICU beds. Railways have provided for additional bogies with the beds. So, government, with the help of state government with the help of the central government, are doing their bit. But my request to the people, your views at large, the war is still on. Wearing masks is mandatory. If you are outside your house, you step outside your house, ensure that wear a double mask. Don't let your guard down. Keep social distancing, that's very important. because mask is more important than vaccination. And all those who are supposed to get vaccinated, I request them with folded hand, please go and get vaccinated. And I also request the state governments to ensure, instead of putting money in a lot of publicity otherwise, ensure that put manpower, your people in administration to reach out to people at their doorstep. People have not got them vaccinated, as we do it in election time. And political parties also, please reach out to people and ask them, please come and vaccinate yourself, because the next round is 18 years and plus. We don't want people with 45 years of age and plus should be left back.
I understand, and I must say here, it's a great time for all of us to come together and also think about what the government has done and what puts us in a remarkable zone today. What puts us in a remarkable zone today is that we actually are ready to vaccinate all those over at the age of 18. And today, in a way, should be a moment to reflect for all the people who've been so cynical. They do nothing positive. They only criticize, crib, try to take political advantage. And the thing with trying to take political advantage is that you can very quickly find yourself in a position where the finger is pointed at you. So, you know, look at the infrastructure. The Indian Railways is operating oxygen express trains for the transport of liquid medical oxygen to states. Which country is doing that? None. None. Supply of oxygen for industrial purposes has been stopped, except in 9 industries. Why? To meet the demand of Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh. In Uttar Pradesh has set up 10 oxygen plants, and IFCO in Gujarat is setting up a plan to help the state government. Think positive. Razak, what do you want? What have you done? Okay, let me ask you, Razak. What have you or the Congress party done? Don't talk about, besides tweeting, what have you done? Besides tweeting, what have you done? Tell me one thing you have done besides tweet.
Arnab, we have been all that.
You know, you want to create you want to prey on panic and paranoia, and that is, you know, why your party never gets voted in. You know,
let me tell you, Arnab.
You know, Razak, your party, I mean the Congress party, has never done any constructive work for the people. And what do you want? You want a...
Take up more beds. Despite private hospitals giving 50% of beds. Where is the Prime Minister?
So the state government is doing everything it can. I'm asking you, what is the... Okay, look, so don't freak out.
3 lakh cases every day.
Don't freak out. The Prime Minister is working. He's not here to address you every day. The Prime Minister doesn't have to address you every day. He's doing what he needs to do.
Campaigning for his party.
You know, no Prime Minister has been able to ensure vaccination for everyone over the age of 18 in a country of this scale. I don't know what you're talking about. Your shallowness, the way in which you speak, the unprepared nature. You know, this rhetoric is irritating people. You know that? Yeah.
It is not rhetoric, Arnab. Nothing has been done.
You're like a broken record. You've said the same thing for 1 year. Don't you get bored of yourself?
Then why are we?
You think organizing for vaccination for all over the age of 18 is a minor task? The problem is, Ishkaran, today. Why are you shouting? Kyun chilla rahe? Why are you shouting? Why are you behaving like this? Are you in panic because things are going to get better? You know, Ishkaran, he's in panic because things are going to get better.
एक रेमडेसिविर इंजेक्शन नहीं है, भाग रहे पिलर टू पोस्ट।
हाँ, तो आपको क्यों मिलेगी? आपको रेमडेसिविर की जरूरत नहीं है, Ishkaran. I hate this kind of cynicism, Ishkaran. Unresearched cynicism. I mean, there are people in this country. Sorry, I'll get Manojit on. He's better than you. There are people in this country, Ishkaran. There are people in this country, Ishkaran, who have made it their occupation to crib. If you ask them, what are you? They'll say, I'm a professional cribber. That's the problem. And professional cribbing gets what? Today, for example, Monojit, you should be very happy. Forget the fact, Monojit, one minute, Monojit. Forget the fact that after today you will not be able to curse the BJP because everyone is going to tell you that who got vaccination available for 250 rupees a jab? Who's made it possible? What was the contribution of the Mamata Banerjee government in that? It wasn't. It was the central government. You say government has not done enough. Who gave 3,000 crore rupees to Serum Institute as credit? Who gave 1,500 crore rupees as credit to Bharat Biotech? Who did it? It was the central government. Who has set up these oxygen plants? Is the central government. What do you want? What have you positively done? What have you positively done? Where is your positive agenda, right, Ishkaran? That's what we've got to debate on. You want a situation, do you want a situation where there was politics over hydroxychloroquine? You think we've forgotten that? No, you've forgotten that. Remember when there was violence in Surat, all of you people said there'll be violence across the country. There's been no violence. Is that the reason you're angry? You see, they said Ishkaran. You remember Ishkaran? They said there will be a Surat-like situation across the country. You remember that? So you ought to be extremely happy today, Monojit.
Let me speak.
Yes.
Monojit, let me make a point and then you can come in.
You know, this is what we wanted in the month.
Just make my point and then you can come in.
This is what we have been asking from the government in the month of January. That you have the vaccine.
Can't hear.
Vaccinate all, maximum number possible. Now tell me, Arnab, you are saying that have we done enough? I am saying no, nothing. The government of India has not done enough. Numbers tell the story. 2.7 lakh cases per day. What does it tell us? Have we done enough? Now we are going to do enough. This should have been done in the month of February. And even now, going by the records of 12 crores of vaccination, you'll speak after me. Going by the records of 12 crores vaccination.
Let me answer. Okay, Manojit, let me just answer this.
It will take to
Another situation. Another situation here is.
It will take at least 20 more months or not. We are going by
Arnab, we are in a war. Let's be very clear. Arnab, we are in a war.
It won't. It won't. These are your manufactured numbers.
Arnab, one point here. Arnab, we are in a war-like situation that nobody can deny. You're just speaking over me. Okay.
You know, nacho, gao, nothing. All the bhashans have done
Arnab, they are saying the same thing, repeating it ad infinitum. Can we make a sensible point what needs to be done today? Can we talk about what needs to be done today?
But Monojit, we are having a serious debate.
They keep on going on the same thing the last 1 year. I would just request you to reduce the speeder for a second so I can make my point, Arnab. You could just reduce the speeder for a second so I could make my point because he is just repeating himself non-stop. Arnab, the reality is that we are in a war-like situation. There is no doubt that the pandemic in India is the unprecedented crisis. Nobody can run away from it. Okay, now can I make my point? Arnab, we are in a war-like situation. It is an unprecedented crisis. Can the government do more? Every government can do more because the amount needed to be done is literally limitless. But what we have to ask ourselves, it reminds me of Kennedy's inauguration where he said, don't ask what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country, because we are in an epidemic state where we have to also take steps of whatever we can do. The steps like we do not, and that was what was happening, that we do not go out in crowds, that we do not go out without masks. We just saw a couple being arrested for harassing police officers for being told to wear a mask. We can keep blaming the government, which we want to blame, depending on our political ideologies. You can blame the state government or the central government. But when are we going to take charge ourselves? When are we going to say we are also accountable so that we do not crowd public places, so that we do not crowd liquor stores? For the sake of crying out loud, you are having people crowding liquor stores to get liquor. You are having women fighting with the police cop and getting arrested because she's been told to wear a mask. We have to take, and I want all the audiences hearing this, your politicalization will not help you, will not help your relatives.
please listen to doctors and take the onus on yourself also as to what you can do. What the government needs to do, obviously it is a limitless task, and the government must ensure that they create more beds, more oxygen, more everything, and they are working at it. But also take responsibility yourself and do what you can.
The problem is, Ishkaran, people in this country are more interested in a continuous... No, sorry, one second. Ishkaran, see, people in this country are, and especially sometimes the politicians, are more interested in a non-stop, interminable political debate on the subject, when all you need to do is do two things simultaneously. Now, what is the Republic Media Network being asking for? Dr. Purnendu Roy, can you hear me? What have we been asking for? We've been asking for simply two things. Very tough measures against violators and universal vaccination. Today we are so happy at the network, can I tell you, we are delighted at universal vaccination because we know it will work. I began my program today, Dr. Roy, by saying that today we have actually got visibility and a sense of certainty over what's going to happen. No, 1 minute, Monojit, can you let someone else also come in, please? We have visibility. Someone who gets vaccinated in May will be okay, or at least properly inoculated by the end of June. That's great. The person has a sense of certainty. Along with that, we need to be tough. But I want to ask, 1 minute, for all the politicians who are cribbing tonight, I tell you, you want to do something positive for the first time, Monojit, please get your state government to say those who do not wear a mask will have to pay a 10,000 rupee fine. Do it.
Yeah,
do it. No, who's stopping you?
We are doing it. The people are quite cautious.
You have put a 10,000 rupee fine. Who are you lying to?
We have been holding rallies for the last 5 months.
You put a 10,000 rupee fine. What rubbish? Dr. Purnendu Roy is in Kolkata. Dr. Roy, is there a 10,000 rupee fine? He's saying we put a 10,000 rupee fine for violators. You haven't. No, you haven't.
You shoot the person at the first.
You are not doing your bit.
We are still having lesser number of cases despite.
Why don't you do something for once?
You are here in Kolkata. You have seen the rallies, the number of.
Arey Baba, 1 second. What have you done? What tough measure have you taken? What tough measure have you taken? What tough measure have you taken?
Consultation with the people. People are already aware. That's why you have lesser number of cases. You for God's sake.
Consultation with the people. My God, you are such a hypocrite. When it comes to taking decisions that may be unpopular but good for the people, you are unwilling to take it. You are unwilling to take unpopular but good decisions. You've proven yourself to be weak in taking tough decisions. How dare you question anyone else?
Who is questioning? But you want to shoot the people? You want to make 20,000 fines?
I'm asking you, how many people have you arrested for? How many people have you arrested for COVID violations? How many people have you arrested for COVID violations? Why don't you make, if Yogi Adityanath has given a rule, I think I'll just tell you the detail. Yogi Adityanath has put very strong penalties. In UP, Yogi has put very strong penalties if you're caught violating COVID rules twice. What have you done? You always have nightmares when anyone talks about Yogi. But he's taken really tough decisions. What decisions have you done?
Yogi himself is suffering, and his state is the worst state. I wish him all, but his state is in shambles.
What do you mean Yogi himself is suffering?
Yes,
no, one second. Dr. Purnendu Roy, I feel you have to understand. You have to first, you're not willing for tough measures. You're not willing for a single tough measure. I'm passing it on to Purnendu Roy. The government's at least doing some. The central government is taking some steps. All you're doing is thinking how you can squeeze political advantage for everything. You even want to take political advantage out of COVID, man.
Can we?
That is BJP.
You want to take political advantage out of COVID. People in Kolkata are talking about it.
How could he forget? That is BJP's task. That is BJP's craft. They send teams to Bengal.
Purnendu Roy, I feel tougher measures are required. Purnendu Roy, please, let's open up the debate. Let's open up the debate, please. You need to do more. You have not done enough. You need to do more yourself. Okay, now Purnendu Roy, please. Thank you. Now let's pass the baton. Purnendu Roy.
Look, I'm a doctor myself. I have gone through COVID. I was admitted in intensive care unit. I know what it is. I've seen people dying next to me. All I'm trying to say, instead of fighting like this, what others are not doing, let us try and see what all we can do. One fantastic thing, Warner, which you said, people talk about shoot at sight. Let's talk about fine at sight. Let's give more power either to the police or to the army. On the spot fine, and they will be forced to buy masks on the spot. This is called fine at sight. Number two, what I want is there should be more civic volunteers who should be trained up. COVID treatment does not require some phenomenal medical skill. What is required is space. Have we actually seen when in the night people are crying all over? Every night we are getting phone calls, is there a bed anywhere? So it does not matter. What the government is doing is we had a talk with every hospital to increase their number of beds. There will always be some people who will keep on saying, this is not done and that is not done. But I still think in a country like ours, when we are not able to force the people to wear the mask, why can we keep talking and blaming the government? We are doing sufficient. The doctors are doing sufficient. The front runners, the medical professionals. Let me tell you, Arnab, I want to start another debate. Today I was in the operation theatre. I was not able to start operation because no blood camp is being organized. Now people has to think we are fighting COVID. At the same time, police and the army who are doing fantastic job in all emergencies, this is a time of emergency. We also need to think about how to handle blood camps. We also need to keep talking. We are talking about Remdesivir is not available. Even the use of Remdesivir is also not very clear. What is necessary is we should try and prevent it. Just imagine if few days we can restrain ourselves and not keep on doing what we are doing even in this state. There are thousands of people who are pushing each other without
Precisely.
masks.
Look at the pictures.
That's
You're
the
so
first
right.
thing, and we will be able to stop.
No. You look at the pictures that came in from Delhi actually
So
today of
what
the
is
couple which was
necessary-
yelling and screaming. You're completely correct. I want to run those pictures full frame. I'm telling you one thing. See, the thing is that rather than make this a political debate, the more constructive way of looking at it would be, because, if we have a fight, Trinamool, BJP, they will go on forever. They'll say, you didn't do this, you didn't do this. What are we going to achieve out of this? Nothing. But let's look at what the people are doing. Now look at this particular video of a couple yelling, screaming, refusing to wear masks, attacking the Delhi police. This happened in the Daryaganj area, all because they were told politely to follow some protocol. And look at the way, the manner in which they behaved. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Shouting at the media, shouting at the camera person, shouting at the police. This is obnoxious behavior. Obnoxious behavior. And I am of a clear view, Muralidharan, that we are going to achieve anything unless we discipline the people. You want to talk about where the lines were, you're talking about social responsibility and volunteering. You know what people were volunteering? All they were volunteering in Delhi was in front of liquor shops. The problem in this country, nobody wants to speak the truth. The longest lines today, I wish I could show you those pictures as well. Of course, this is the bratish behavior of that couple, obnoxious behavior. But everybody was lining up outside the liquor shops today. As if, you're going to lose your life if you don't get stash and hoard bottles of liquor. No social distancing outside the liquor shops either. That's the situation. And then we talk about social responsibility. We the Aam Aadmi have not done enough. Shopkeepers were seen beating policemen. In Agra, shopkeepers were seen beating police officers when they were asked to shut shop. They refused to wear masks. They tore up the uniforms of police officials. And that, you viewers, is the line outside the liquor shop. I mean, what is going on here? We have absolutely no sense of discipline ourselves. These are more liquor shop lines, viewers. Just look at it. Look at the craziness. People are going mad as if you will not get enough liquor. This is what we've come down to. So you can have the carrot or the stick. I think there needs to be a little bit of the stick. What do you think, Muralidharan? There needs to be the stick. You need to put 10,000 rupee, 20,000 rupee fines. Politicians will not do that.
Going to leave us.
They will not do that. We need to force it, Muralidharan, upon them.
For me, Arnab, Arnab, COVID is here to discipline us. It gave us a chance. We managed it so beautifully for a year. The center worked so hard. The frontline workers worked so hard. But what happened to some of the states? The states which are erring, continuously they kept doing it. Delhi, you take Maharashtra, West Bengal, Kerala, all of them suffered. Even then, they did not learn a lesson. Now, this is a paradigm shift happening. The COVID is trying to discipline this earth, which has gone out of control, which has gone encroaching all the habitats, wild habitat. It has misused so much of water bodies and all the wealth it had to itself. Everything is destroyed. Now the nature is trying to discipline us. Nobody wants to buy it.
That's not the way you want to go, right? So this.
Yeah, lost your line.
Arnab,
lost your line.
Arnab,
No,
started
but you know,
the debate by
at the
being
same time, there's enough
constructive.
people also provoking on the other side.
You started the debate by being constructive.
Yeah.
Let us be constructive and see what the civil
Let
society
Ishkaran
can
come
do
in. Let
such a
Ishkaran
situation.
complete. Yeah, one sec.
Arnab, you started the debate by being constructive, and I want to talk constructively, not into the blame game. Maybe we need to decide as a civil society, like civil society makes effort during wars. We need to make an effort what we can do, what the doctors want, people, plasmas, bloods, whatever. Maybe the civil society needs to run a campaign, organize it, and contribute whatever they can to the state government and the central government, rather than just sitting on TV or on Twitter or on social media blaming governments. That will not solve anything. They are anyways duty bound to do it, or they will be voted out. So let us make the effort we can make as a civil society. That would be way more constructive, and that is how you started the debate.
Arnabji, can I come in?
No, of course we can. But who slipped up?
When the Prime Minister...
As a nation, we are bound to emulate our leaders. So the real question is, have our leaders done enough? Have the politicians behaved and allowed India to believe that it was out of the woods?
Arnabji, on 24th March 2020, when the Prime Minister said it has to be a nationwide lockdown, the country believed and the country followed. The country believes the leadership. The leadership has to come on the front line and make us believe that 2 gaj ki duri hai zaruri. But the politicians don't understand. There has to be political discipline. There has to be public discipline. But the public is going to imitate the politicians. But the politicians say, हम सरकार में will not wear a mask. आप कार में और मास्क पहनिए. कार में पहनना मास्क जरूरी है. पर सरकार वालों को भी मास्क पहनना जरूरी है. Political rallies should have been stopped.
Okay, so you want to know about hypocrisy.
More important than
okay,
the people. When we had 500 odd cases, we had a lockdown.
One sec. Don't get excited. Don't get excited. Wait a minute. Manasvi.
We need to talk about sensible stuff.
1 minute.
Vaccinate. That's the truth.
Manasvi.
But there has to be a political
Manasvi, listen. Listen to me. One more thing. See, there are so many hypocrites of so many kinds. If I start exposing the hypocrites and talk openly about hypocrisy, I'll be a very unpopular person tonight. Should I become the unpopular person? I think I will become unpopular. I choose to be right but unpopular, unlike the Trinamool Congress, which wants to be popular but wrong. I would rather be right and unpopular. Now let me give you one example of hypocrisy.
Allergy towards Trinamool Congress. I'm sorry, Arnab. I congratulated you in the beginning. I congratulated you, but you have got an allergy towards that. I congratulate you for your campaign. We have such
now listen to me.
measures in the month of February.
Now listen, I'm coming to an interesting part of my program, Monojit.
Yes, please come. I'm waiting.
Let me tell you. I'll tell you a few very interesting things which have happened. Last week, a lot of people went on about the Kumbh Mela.
Yes.
I also spoke about the Kumbh, but I was sincere. The people, the trolls, the pseudo-liberals were not sincere. They are hypocrites. I said then that they are hypocrites. I am right. They are hypocrites. And you know why? Because when there is Thrissur in Kerala, their left government is going ahead and granting permission to all Thrissur. So you will speak about Kumbh because it's a BJP state government. But you will not speak about how the left government in Kerala is allowing Thrissur-Puram
We have spoken about it.
to continue.
But why didn't you speak about
Why?
the Prime Minister?
Because it's a left government.
Morning talks about
No, I'm making a point.
And in the afternoon,
I am talking about hypocrisy.
You talk about that also. And all the people attending
RP.
why not
attended by Priyanka Vadra. How about this set of farmers, this Nakli farmer sitting at the border?
What about what?
And Arvind Kejriwal find the Wi-Fi free. Will anyone speak about that? What we are suffering today is because of that.
May I come
That's
in?
a very
Would you please allow me to
No,
speak
no, no.
a few
First
words?
of all,
Look at the quotes.
I tell you one thing. That's a
Please make us understand why the government was not prepared for the last 1 year.
In Rajasthan.
Why this kind of surge in 2-3 months? The COVID was coming back. Doctors were telling us, predicting from the month of December that it would come back. What did you do in the month of January? You had the vaccine in the month of January. Why didn't you cut off the states that had COVID in the month of February? Like the China did. You may criticize China, but look how smooth the way China controlled COVID in the first instance. Completely isolated one.
So should I open the lines?
You had planning from one place to the other.
Okay, I'll open the lines. I'll open the lines.
All the infections are coming from
I am opening the lines. I am opening the phone lines and I am opening my phone lines tonight. I am opening the phone lines tonight. Don't worry. Unlike you, I am not afraid to take an issue among the people. My question is, viewers, the most irresponsible, the most damaging, the most destructive, the most opportunistic, the most irresponsible, the most antisocial, and the most politically inclined behavior is those of the people who say they are farmers sitting at the Singhu border. I mean, you have a lockdown in Delhi. Where are the pseudos? Where are the clubhouse journos? Those who were sitting with Prashant Kishore saying, Prashant, I really hope the Trinamool doesn't lose. Do something, Prashant. Please, Prashant, do something, Prashant. Where are the clubhouse journos today? Why don't they say that when Delhi has a lockdown, these irresponsible people who claim to be farmers, these irresponsible people who claim to be farmers at the Singhu border should get up and get out?
Did I tell you that you have...
The irresponsible people pretending to be farmers at the Singhu border, you tell me.
What are you doing in Singhu border?
Because they are the
in Singhu border. What TMC has got to do in Singhu border?
I am asking.
What TMC was supporting this cause?
I'm asking you. I'm asking you. I'm asking you. I'm asking you. I'm asking you one question. I'm not asking about Trinamool. I'm asking a question. I'm not asking about Trinamool. Yeah, relax. I'm asking about the clubhouse journos. Why are you getting touchy when I speak about the clubhouse journos? I'm speaking about the clubhouse journos, not about Trinamool. What my question is about. I mean, my question.
I'm just pointing out at the allergy. Have Neem Pata.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying one thing. I'm not revealing anything. I don't reveal.
Neem.
I'm not revealing. Listen to me. I don't reveal. No, I'm not a revealing type. Now listen to me. My question is, you please tell me that when Delhi, I'm asking Dr. Sanjeev Bagai this because, you will not take it if it comes from Dr. Bagai, tell me. Delhi is in a lockdown. And these people are still blocking the roads at the Singhu border. This lockdown applies to all of us, but doesn't apply to them. Why?
Good evening, Arnav. Just a couple of points. I will not go into any political oscillation, but purely on medical facts, any super spreader event which is on multiple places around Delhi at the borders has ruined Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Delhi and Haryana. There is no question about it. Point number two, I just want to make through your channel a couple of suggestions to all the representatives of the government. We are absolutely bursting at our seams in the hospitals with so much of critical work. What we need to do is we need a separate team, a parallel vertical created, and it can be easily done within a couple of days, what is called as home triage. We need to segregate the mild patients, the asymptomatic patients, and the non-COVID patients so that they don't overload the already overburdened hospitals. Point number two, we enhance what we call as, we enhance what is called as genomic sequence, because we must know what the base of the virus is, what type of virus it is in terms of mutations. At the present moment, if we continue to needle pick each other politically, this is the worst public health crisis India has ever seen. I would only request and beg all the political parties to put all differences aside right now. You can continue to do the autopsies of everything much later. At the moment, we need all hands on deck. We need to push the vaccination drive. We need contact tracing like in millions. We need testing in millions.
Dr. Bagai, Dr. Bagai, we need strong steps. We need people to listen. You can have a lockdown. It will not be effective if people don't listen. I'm asking for discipline, strong measures, big fines. I've also asked, and I'm demanding here today, I believe bailable arrest should be allowed. No, allow me to complete. If a person violates a COVID rule a second or third time anywhere in the country, the person should be in lockup.
May I be allowed to speak?
Let him get bail and come out.
Please, I've been
Let him get bail and come out. There will be a fear.
Arnab, I have a really good suggestion, a step further. Any person, be it political or non-political, who's violating the rules.
1 second.
Can I complete, please?
Is my voice audible, Arnabji? Would you please allow me to speak a few
Let Dr.
words?
Bagai complete, Vijay. Relax, no. Let him complete, no. Let me complete.
Doctor, sir, I have great...
I will allow you. I'll allow you to speak more than a few words, but I want Dr. Bagai to complete.
Arnab, what I will actually suggest very strongly is that any person who's violating the rules, be it even a politician, forget putting him in jail, forget fining him. Let him come and serve in the COVID ward and ICU for 1 month. He will actually realize and perceive what the healthcare workers are undergoing every day. Let him understand the pain, the stress, the turmoil which we are going through for the last 15 months. Let him come and work with us.
Well, they are not even taking tough measures right now. Vijay Krishna, yes. I think the question is of empathy. I think what doctor said there. 1 minute, Vijay. It's very easy to give gyan, but I think what doctor said there was that we are dealing with a unique situation, and the nature of this crisis is because this is a double mutating virus. The tragedy is that as we politically debate this, what we also need to recognize, Vijay, is that no political party can create a double mutating virus. It's not a BJP creation. Do you understand that? It's not a BJP creation. The BJP did not sit down and decide how to mutate the virus.
Arnab Goswamiji, I thank you for having me on this show. First of all, before responding to the doctor's perspective and somebody taking punitive measures on those who do not follow COVID-19 guidelines. But I would like to say this is the debate of the topic is today stay strong India. So, but every time we need to fall back on our holy books like Mahabharata. In Mahabharata, Dharmaraja talked about how when an enemy attacks us, Kauravas and Pandavas are 105 people. This is a philosophy that all of us, including national parties and state parties, ought to follow. And as far as I know, our Honorable Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray always spoke to our Prime Minister with regard to cooperation. He did not politicize the COVID-19 situation. So for the first principle that as a common citizen of India is that I don't want to be a scientist on deliberate on debate channels advising what necessary action need to be taken on how to mitigate COVID-19. No, I'm just only supposed to follow the COVID-19 guidelines set up by informed scientists. But I'm saying, Arnab Goswamiji and also respected Dr. Sir, your Munna Bhai MBBS will not be
Vivek, 1 minute. I have a caller before that. Swapnil, no, one sec. Thank you, Vivek. Vivek, volume down. I'll tell you one thing. You people, Vivek, Vivek, it's not making sense. There's a person called Prashant Bhushan. Now, this person is a lawyer. He has declared himself an authority on everything. He speaks on everything on Twitter. Fine, it's a democratic right to do so. I have no intention in embarrassing individuals. Ishkaran, stop smiling. I'm not interested in embarrassing individuals, but this person called Prashant Bhushan with a blue tick says, this person, Prashant Bhushan with a blue tick says,
I congratulate you for the change.
He says,
Humongous change in
COVID
the
is over in India. He says in January, 1 minute, students must organize protest. The Modi government is talking about COVID because it wants to prevent student activism. Students must organize protests. And he says there is no justification to keep universities and colleges closed when COVID is over. It has died down in India. There is still an element of doubt in my mind, Ishkaran, whether this Prashant Bhushan in the blue tick is the person in your mind when you are smiling. I don't know, but there is a Prashant Bhushan with the blue tick who says students must organize protests to reopen universities when COVID is over. No, 1 minute.
Arnab, if I'm not wrong, also a debate on masks. They wanted to restart a debate on masks, on wearing of masks. And any doctor sitting here will tell you they wanted to restart a debate on whether masks are useful or efficient or they are not efficient. That is also out there in social media.
And look at this. No, 1 minute. There's also another person, I think, also with a blue tick called Yogendra Yadav. Now this gentleman, Razak, I'm educating you tonight, free. This person, Yogendra Yadav, says, the government shoves the citizenship law and the farm law down our throats, but for Kumbh Mela, this Hindu supremacist regime, this line, Hindu supremacist regime, this same person, I don't know whether this Yogendra Yadav with the blue tick is the same person who was looking flabbergasted when he was interviewed with a foreign channel funded by British taxpayers. I don't know if the same person looking flabbergasted couldn't say anything, ended up looking all shaky. My question is whether the same Yogendra Yadav with the blue tick, the nation wants to know whether the same Yogendra Yadav with a blue tick, whether the same Yogendra Yadav with a blue tick will say, why is he silent on the people who are protesting at the Singhu border and risking the lives of people in Delhi, which has gone under a lockdown, for God's sake?
Arnab, can the person zoom in? Can you see this tweet by a blue tick?
Basically, they want Mr. Modi
Arnab, Arnab, if you can zoom in. Here they say, let us do an open debate on masks. They want a debate on whether you should wear mask or not. Arnab, can you just zoom in? They are saying, let's do a debate on masks. From day one, we are saying, doctors are saying, wear mask, wear mask, wear mask. And they want a debate on whether you should wear mask or not. And what is the efficacy of wearing a mask or not. So if there are people openly asking whether non-doctors propagating that masks
calling in live on the program. Who's that? Swapnil is calling in from Mumbai. Swapnil from Mumbai. Hello. Good evening.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Swapnil.
Yeah, I would like to ask only one question.
Good evening,
Swapnil. Last year, we didn't have the adequate measures to take. The whole center took the whole charge to control the situation, and it was very successful. Now, do the states want again the center to take the control in their hands and not to give that liberty to the states and make sure that the situation back again is in control? And they will not have a hue and cry to say that the center is not giving us liberty to manage the law and order
I'll ask
in our
Sunil Singh
state.
that. Okay.
Yes,
so
sir, please.
Sunil Singh. I got your point. We have limited time. Swapnil, Sunil will answer your question. He's a JDU spokesman aligned to the BJP. Would the state governments want the center to take things into their own hands? Would the Bihar government want the center to lead the way?
Look, it's not a question of state or central government. It's very unfortunate that the BJP spokesperson Aarti Singh sir is defending and saying everything is rosy and everything is there. And on the other, the person from the Congress, Razak Sahab and Manjit Mandal are saying, blaming that thing. This kind of a blame game is really pathetic. We are having a unique situation Let us like the Bihar model. Bihar model was we had an all-party meet yesterday and we discussed the thing with each other and we are taking action according to the discussion that emerged out of the all-party meet. So that all the mandates, it's not a question of political parties. It's a war against corona. It has to be fought by the whole mankind with civil society and everybody. So, I mean, these kind of a thing is unfortunate. Let's put this kind of a debate, holier than thou attitude to rest. And let us accept the fact that yes, we did not expect this kind of a second wave. But
One
yes,
more call.
Like Nitish Kumar is having a minute monitoring over the matter. That everybody should do it. And center is not different. State is not different. There has
But
to
would
be
you want
a
to?
central recognition.
Would you want the center to step in? The question in the context the viewer asks is that should the center lead the way? Because a sense of, I'm sorry to say this, a slight sense of directionlessness did come in about a couple of weeks back and till last week, and now the center has stepped in, and there's a feeling that it's Narendra Modi who should show the way. Problem is Monojit will feel uncomfortable. He's the Prime Minister of India, right, Purnendu? Not looking at the context of Bengal elections, the centre should lead the way.
It's a question of feeling uncomfortable.
And the states should follow.
No, from right now you
Yes, he's our Prime Minister.
Kind of black people. Now you're becoming quite blunt, like in a Spanish tragedy, revenge tragedy. What is it all about? You are when you referring to Punyan style of fact.
Only Purnendu and Monojit.
Sliding down the revenge tragedy. Why? What is we
Can't hear, please, both together, Anand.
We wanted
Monojit,
these measures to be taken in the month of February. That's what I've been writing, that he should give us the liberty to buy vaccine directly from the companies. That's what he said in the month of February. That is on record or not? We've been telling it for the last 3 months
like that. No,
give us the liberty to buy vaccine directly from the companies.
Monojit, I'm sorry to say. Monojit,
we are happy.
Monojit, it doesn't happen like that. No, the vaccines have got to be there. It's not a... Hello, it's not like the coal scam in Bengal where you just take as much coal as you want and smuggle it out. It's not an endless supply.
Tell me, how suddenly $800 million come up? Because to vaccinate the people above 18,
it takes time to have the doses.
80 crores of vaccine.
Okay, I'll open up one more caller. One second. Can I have one more caller, please?
No.
I'll take. I'll take one more call. Rajiv is calling from Kolkata.
Two companies.
Rajiv is calling from Kolkata.
Hello.
Yeah, you can do everything. Why don't you wave your Trinamool magic wand? You can do what you want. Rajiv is calling from Kolkata. Rajiv. Hi, Rajiv. How are you?
Good evening,
How are
Mr.
you,
Arnab.
Rajiv?
It's a pleasure speaking to you. And it's been a very long time since I've spoken to you, since you were working in Times Now. Now, the moot question is that I've got two questions broken down in two parts. One is Mr. Monojit is very, very oblivious that the situation in Calcutta is very grim. People are not being reported about the situation as far as COVID is concerned. I've just lost a very well-known Bodhi day for yesterday, and today I've lost a very good senior colleague of my director's brother in Calcutta. And my nephew's son, age 8 years and 10 years, down with COVID with his wife. And the entire building in Gurusara Road, Mr. Monojit, is Gurusara Road. The entire complex is down with COVID. Your government should take care of this. And second thing is that there are random situations where people are not wearing masks in Big Bagan, Park Circus, Raja Bazaar, Goriahat, Jadavpur, all these places. And I'm running a security agency. I have my guards to be vaccinated. I'm finding it difficult because to recruit people to get them vaccinated during the working hours is so difficult, way beyond my imagination. It's a struggle for me, like my clients are also worried. And besides the point, there's one doctor which is on the left side of your panel, Arnab, with all due respect, who's from AIIMS. I just want to ask him, what should I do to get a blood donation camp done in my complex?
Can I respond?
What can you do? I want Dr. Purnendu Roy to answer that. He's the chairman of the Genesis founder director of the Genesis Hospital. He's a good person to answer that. I have limited time and running short of time, Rajiv, but very briefly, Dr. Pudendra Roy. He wants to have a blood donation camp in his society, in his complex. What should he do?
Or no? He should get in touch with the blood bank. Let me answer this, or no. Because if all of us get even 1 minute or 2 minute time to speak, we will be able to hear each other. If all of us come out with one proposal, with what we want from everybody, then we will be able to join hands together. Now, the reason why I said during the last lockdown, there is a young girl with ectopic pregnancy ruptured, bleeding profusely, with hemoglobin of 5. There was no blood available anywhere in blood bank. Now, this is the situation which I even brought in the beginning of the debate. Let's first try and find out what all we can do. Let's not try to ask that why we could not buy the vaccine from the company. We are all the time trying to point out what we did wrong. Now, what all can we do? One, we accept that it is a very serious situation. Number two, we accept that we need to implement something. Let's give more power to police to fine on spots, like shoot at sight, fine at sight. That power should be given. I live in a complex called Urbana, and we propose that anybody inside the complex or in the lift, if they travel inside the lift without a mask, they should be fined. Next, sudden spot inspection should be done.
So, Dr. Pudendra, when you said that we should all now talk about what can be done, you've given me an idea. So, here's my plan. Since I'm short of time, tomorrow, 10 o'clock, what can the citizen do? I'm going to open up to phone lines. I'm going to listen to people. I'm going to have people like you, all experts. And what can the citizen do is our debate at 10 o'clock tomorrow. All lines will be open. We'll take at least 30 to 40 of you live on the program tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow on that. Till then, thanks for watching tonight. See you tomorrow. Stay safe, healthy, and stay blessed. See you tomorrow. Good night and goodbye.